Alright, if you don't know who I am, my name is William Adams. I'm feeling fantastic. So, this video, I try to provide as much value as I can, even though I feel like I don't have a lot of value, but the value that I do have, the information I think is valuable, I try to give it to the world with these videos. So, this is what the video is going to consist of. The video is going to consist of what I found valuable out of my 2 pages that I've read the Bible for the day, and I also read quotes that I've written down from mentors like Wes Watson and John Mark Stevenson and TJR that I liked. I wrote it down. I have a few pages of it and I read it every single day. And today I do have a couple more quotes that I do like, and if you are tired of listening to the same quotes, I'll read the first new quotes. I'll read the new quotes first, and then I'll get into the old quotes, and then after that I will then recite and try to explain and teach my first 5 trading notes. So not my first 5 trading notes, but just trading notes that I've been reading every single day. And then whenever that runs out, when I have no more trading notes, for what I'll do for the trading section is I'll start actually screen sharing, and then I'll actually teach the basics, and then move on to other stuff and like trade reviews, actually showing me taking trades, etc. And then after that, I would get into my personal development journey and share what's happened through my day, etc. So next clip, it will be me reading the Bible. Alright, I'm gonna read this fast and efficiently. I'm reading in the book of Proverbs. Heed wisdom's advice. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, ye will love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught of my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh, of desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel, they despised all of my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely. That was a whole section right there, but for this next section, I'm not going to read the entire thing. I'm just going to read the 4 or 5 verses out of it that's a little chopped up that I liked. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ears unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, so shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. I love those verses. I read that multiple times outside. I love it. I love Proverbs. Alright. Okay. Now we're on to the next clip. Alright, I'm going to read these quotes as fast and efficiently as I possibly can. The sacrifice is the paradise. Gratitude kicks down the door of higher intelligence. Gratitude opens the door to infinite intelligence. Create the man that you admire and give that man to the world. Your frequency is what you frequently see. Take more pride in the steps rather than the results. This is my favorite one. This is by far my favorite quote that I'm about to read right here that tops everything else. During times of adversity and discomfort, a conscious man becomes more conscious. During times of adversity and discomfort, an unconscious man will become less conscious. And what this means is the unconscious man becomes less conscious because they give into their vices, they dampen their mental state by drugs, alcohol, and their vices, cigarettes, nicotine, anything else. They dampen their own consciousness. You take that how you want. A goal without a plan is just a desire. You don't need to be great to start, but you need to start to be great. Growth is not linear. Always put your take profit at the closed candle and not the wick. Growth is when you are constantly looking at what you are doing wrong. To know what not to do is not to know. Acquire what you admire. Never make the same mistake twice. Learn from your mistakes. Your body is a vessel to better the mind. If there is no struggle, there is no growth. If you ever feel the slightest reason to not take a trade, do not take that trade. Do not fall for FOMO. And FOMO is fear of missing out. The only way to grow is through failure. How can you show up for your job or your vices every single day, but you can't even show up for yourself? Create the man that you admire and give that man to the world. Take more pride in the consistency rather than the results. Never feel pressure to take a trade. How you do anything is how you do everything. Live a hard life and life will be easy. Live an easy life and life will be hard. I believe you should have a 90% purpose, 10% pleasure lifestyle. Purpose is the pleasure. Quotes are the wisdom of the ages. If you want it, you will find a way. If you don't, you will find an excuse. Through repetition, we gain strength. Repetition is strength. In order to be a disciplined trader, you must be a disciplined person in your life first. There's two ways to exercise strength in this life: pushing people down or lifting others up. If we lift others up, we become stronger. You get to know yourself through accountability and pain. Redirect your pain into something positive or the pain will eat you up. Don't follow money, follow your vision. The man that has the most wisdom is the man that has made the most amount of mistakes. I take pride in waking up early consistently. The role models are the ones who enact change. Wes Watson is in flow state whenever he was gifted everything that has worked for him. Fatigue is the best pillow. What you feel what the world is withholding from you is what you are withholding from the world. Fuck chasing success. Seek to be valuable, and success will chase you. Discomfort should be your green light. What is hard is almost all the time what is right. The world is not as it is. The world is as you are. Results come from doing hard work consistently. Trading is long term. Focus on building the skill and everything else will come with it. When you are learning a new skill, you need to put all your eggs in one basket. Learn one skill at a time and master it, and then you can move on to the next. You ain't got an addiction problem, you have a discipline problem. Fancy fails and simple skills. How you do anything is how you do everything. Inaction creates fear and doubt. Alright, that's everything of the quotes. Hope y'all enjoyed that, because I sure did. Okay, on to the next clip. Alright, I apologize if you listen to this for the first time, but you'd probably have to go back in time or in these videos to understand what I'm talking about. But even then, you might not even have 100% understanding. The only way that you're going to be able to understand 100% is if I'm teaching this and actually showing it on my screen, so you can visually see it and I can explain to you what is happening and what all this stuff means. So, alright, now I'm getting on to reading my 5 trading notes and trying to explain it and teach it to the best of my ability and try to make you understand what I'm talking about, because it can be confusing. Figure out what your best ability is at trading. I guess that could be anything. Abilities that I think of are confluences, what time frames you were trading on. After seeing price, gosh knows I have to explain everything. Oh my gosh. Your confluences. I'm gonna just roll with the punches. Gosh knows. Liquidities. Oh my gosh, I don't want to explain all of this. Your confluences are where orders are filled at. I know some people don't understand that, but that's where orders are filled at. It's basically a box where previous structure has showed you where the confluences are at. So the confluences are created because it shows you where orders can possibly be filled at, and then go into the direction that you want the market to go into. I would have to show you what the confluences I'm talking about are: order blocks, breaker blocks, fair value gaps, and equilibrium. Those are the four confluences that I use. Get extremely good with your tools, and that will make you good at trading. So the tools are your confluences, waiting for a liquidity sweep, a breaker structure, and using your confluences to be able to get into the market at the right time. Trading over and over and over again until you get really good at it is how you become a good trader. You only get good at things through experience and time and effort and consistency. I'm fully committing. Okay, I trade because I enjoy predicting the markets and improve the skill of trading. I do not trade because I I want money. I trade because I genuinely enjoy it and I want to improve at it. I'm excited to make good trades and not making money. Learning trading, and trading is fun. I love trading. I enjoy trading. If you don't lose, you won't learn. I have to fall you have to fall on your face and make mistakes in order to learn. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Get really good at simple things. I've already read. Oh, this is day 11, bro. Ain't even reading the page I'm supposed to. Alright, whatever. Alright. Systemizing my strategy immediately improves profitability. Systemizing it is making a plan out of it, a step-by-step plan that you can follow it, and that it's a plan that you understand that works on a consistent basis. Like you've used it in back testing old strategy, old trading history, and you understand that it works, and you get a good win rate out of it. So systemizing it just means making a plan. Fair value gaps. This is what a fair value gaps is. It's a imbalance of market orders, and it's a price range that lacks orders in the opposite direction of the market sentiment. So an order is when an area where I had placed an order myself, to like a trading order. So I put money in the market in a certain spot, and I have a take profit where the money gets taken out, and I take my profits, and I also have a stop loss where profit or my money is taken away from me. So price has to go towards my stop loss in order to take my money, and that's considered liquidity because I'm not the only person placing a stop loss. There are thousands of other people with the exact same position of stop loss, so there's lots of money in there. So whenever price hits that liquidity, it's going to make a move. It's going to make a different move because it's putting money into the markets. This is why fair value gaps are important. If price revisits that price range and we see buying/selling power out of that range with the same market sentiment, we can assume more orders were filled and price will continue in the direction it was going. Liquidity keeps the market moving. Price does not have to retrace into the confluences. Just because price creates a confluence after a break, after a liquidity sweep and a break of structure, it does not mean that price has to re-enter into that confluence or that area where orders were previously filled in order to go to the direction that we want it to. So that basically means that we don't take a trade because that's not a part of our plan. Our plan, or my plan, consists of confluences, and it has to hit that in order for me to predict the market properly. I identify fair value gaps with 3 candlesticks. Fair value gaps do not have to get filled. So there's a candle here, a candle here, and a candle here, and like it's going up. Most candles it's like this, and it's all choppy. But whenever it has efficient price action and it's moving, so the top candle's bottom wick, or the bottom of it, is you put a box from the bottom of this wick to the top of the third top wick. So there's boom, 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 and then just basically the middle candle is the fair value gap, essentially. You are going to be horrible. trader if you were only using fair value gaps and nothing else. There's four confluences for a reason, and if you know that orders were filled within this area of the or one of these confluences, like you can spot these confluences all over the place in the market very consistently. So every time when there's an area where orders were filled at, there's a liquidity sweep and break structure, there's most likely going to be at least two confluences, and the more confluences that you have stacked together increases your probability of winning. Equilibrium equilibrium is also one of the four confluences. Equilibrium measures the point of a swing high and a swing low. Equilibrium identifies a discount price, so big money will most likely buy here. So what it means by big money is banks. Banks will push the market in the direction that they want to make more money. So they want to buy at the cheapest price that they can, so they can push the market to they want to in the direction they want to. So if price is going up, right? And no, if how can I explain this? So the way that I find equilibrium is if price is on an uptrend, right? If price is in an uptrend, so yeah, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So the low here that I just made and the high here that I just made, I would make equilibrium here. So I would put a line here to here, or a box, and it has a line in the middle. When price enters into here, it will most likely buy up because price is at a discounted price. It's the 50% mark. That's what equilibrium is between a high and a low. And I will show that eventually on the screen. Habits take at least 6 weeks to stay in place. To find equilibrium in an uptrend, you need to find the swing. You need to put the box to swing low to high. In a downtrend, you want to put the box to swing high to a swing low. Anything under the 50% mark is going to be a discount. Our high probability areas are confluences. Okay, here's another confluence that we have, and it's called a breaker block. Breaker blocks are the opposite of an order block. Instead of thinking what was the leg up that caused the move down, and the move down is the breaker structure, think what was the move before the leg up. And I'll be able to show this on the screen, make more sense out of it. Instead of thinking what was the leg down that caused the move up, the breaker structure, think what was the move down before the leg down. 4-hour and the 1-hour candlesticks are your daily buys. And what daily buys is the overall direction of the 4-hour and the daily, or the 4-hour and the 1 hour. Our trading time is only from like 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. So the overall candle stick of the 4-hour time frame, and whatever direction that 4-hour candle is going, that's probably what direction the market is going to be heading in that day. So we're taking our bias of what trade we want to take based off the 4-hour candle. So if the 4-hour is bullish, we're looking for lows to get swept. And if the 4-hour candlestick is bearish, we're looking for highs to get swept. These are four steps. No, this is okay. This is a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. But after that's it. This is basically my strategy right here in a nutshell. My entire strategy in like a bunch of steps. It's like 7 steps. Treat the 4-hour and 1 hour as our bias. I just explained that. Look at the 4-hour and 1 hour trend. It's not just based off of the candlestick. It's based off of the the trend of the 4 hour. If the price is breaking lows, we're looking for highs to get swept. If price is breaking highs, we're looking for lows to get swept. Bias is based on the 4 hour trend. If the 4 hour is in an uptrend, we are bullish. If in a downtrend, we are bearish. I just explained that basically. Look at the 1 hour trend. If the 1 hour trend is in line with the 4 hour trend, we can execute on the 5 minute time frame. Higher time frames equal higher power. So I think it's going to talk about this later, but since I said the 5 minute time frame, if the 4 hour and 1 hour in align with and have the same trend, then we can execute on a lower time frame executing on a lower time frame means more risk. But executing on a higher time frame, since the higher time frame equals higher power, then that eliminates less risk. So yeah, higher time frame holds higher power. So if the 4 hour is bullish and the 1 hour is bearish, so they're going in different trends and they're not aligned, if they're not in alignment, then we are looking for buys because it's based off of the 4 hour. I'll read this again. Higher time frame holds higher power. So if the 4 hour is bullish going up, and if the 1 hour is bearish going down, then we are looking for buys because the 4 hour is bullish. Higher time frame equals higher power. It does not matter. It somewhat matters based off of the time frame that you're going to be scaling down to. With the 1 hour, with the 1 hour being in alignment or not being in alignment with the 4 hour. Step 5. If the 1 hour is in an opposite trend than the 4 hour trend, we have to execute on higher time frame, the 15 minute. What are our execution points? Ooh. Holy crap, I feel like I'm losing my voice. Liquidity sweep on 1 hour or 4 hour draws of liquidity and break of structure on 5 minute or 15 minute depending on 4 hour and 1 hour trends. I have to take a break. Hold up. I just got a little bit left and then I'll talk about personal development. And then I'll be done. Once both of these have happened, we are looking for our third confluence. So our first confluence is the liquidity sweep, where orders are getting filled, and to make sure that orders got filled in the big money market movers, their orders got filled, we wait for a break of structure. Okay. Holy crap. And then we wait for a third confluence, and what our third confluence is the confluence I was talking about before, which is our breaker block, order block, fair value gap, and equilibrium. I consider those four to be our confluences, but my mentor, the guy that I learned from, he uses liquidity sweep in a break of structure as included as a confluence. Waiting for either a order block, fair value gap, breaker block, or equilibrium to be hit. We need to see buying pressure / selling pressure in order to execute, and execute means taking the trade. Once you see pressure to execute, once you see buying or selling pressure, you execute. If the 4 hour is bullish, we are looking for lows to be swept. If the 4 hour is bearish, we are looking for highs to be swept. Alright, that's it. Goodness gracious, that was a lot. Okay, now on to the next clip. Alright, on to the clip where I talk about personal development and my day. So, last night, I went to bed at 2:30. So that means I got 4 hours of sleep. The night before, went to bed at like 1, 2 o'clock. So 4 or 5 hours of sleep the night before. And keep in mind, waking up at 6:17 every morning. And the day before that one, I went to bed at like 12, 1 o'clock. So only 5 to 6 hours of sleep. So it's like I'm getting no sleep at all, right? But the dude that I listen to, Wes Watson, he wakes up at 2:45 every single day. So I couldn't imagine being in his situation. I always think about it. It's like if I want to be like a guy like him, like as wise as him and as successful as him, then I then I should be okay. I should be perfectly fine with waking up at 6:17 every single day. Uh, uh, I just don't understand why I'm losing my voice. I'm starting to feel raspy. I've got no understanding of what is happening to me. But yesterday my throat started to feel sore a little bit. Um, but I'm still gonna work out today. No excuses. Um, I really like that quote that I wrote down here at the end. It's really like the last quote that I have in my book. I literally filled up my entire journal today. I filled it up completely, and I'm on to another journal. Um, and I know I told one of y'all that I completed it the other day, but I had to finish up this page, the last page of quotes. But I like this quote that says, "During times of adversity and discomfort, a conscious man becomes more conscious." So it's like the more that I keep on running towards discomfort and adversity, like the more aware that I feel like I'm becoming, and the more trustworthy, the more trust that I'm building with myself slowly but surely, and I'm enjoying it. And I love the fact that I'm saying that I'm going to do something and then I do it anyways, even though it might be on my worst day, it might be on my lowest point. Like I feel like I might be potentially getting sick, and I'm not getting any sleep. I'm pushing my body to extremes when it comes to working out. Literally yesterday, I did 300 push-ups, 300 squats, 300 crunches, and I did 100 laps around a house. And then I also did, what else did I do? I did 100 chin-ups. Um, and that took a lot out of me. And then after that, I then went to the gym to hang out with a friend, and that was a I still worked out like, mm. And then I come home. I still got stuff to do that night, and then and I know I have to wake up at 6:17. I go to bed at 2. So I really want to make a big focus of the day to go to sleep earlier and get all of my stuff done in more of a compact time. But my my habits will always increase my frequency. It will always get me out of bed no matter what. My non-negotiables will always help me in my time in adversity. Uh, and I understand that if I slip, y'all will fall. And I love having that mentality, and I want to be able to set the standard. Even if like some of y'all don't even think what I'm doing is crazy, I feel like I'm pushing myself like the hardest that I've ever pushed myself before in the past. And I'm having a great day, and I'm having a great time doing it, and I don't regret it at all. I wanna push harder. I wanna wake up earlier. I wanna give myself even more of a hard time, because I understand that the more that I push myself to and through adversity and discomfort and things that I don't want to do, my I, I become more conscious, and I become more grateful just to be sitting here talking to a camera. So yeah, I appreciate y'all if you watched this far. I love y'all, and I don't even really want to wrap it up there, but I'm telling you, dude, waking up in the morning, waking up in the morning, the first thing you do is hop in a cold shower. Like that's a blessing in itself, dude. Like that is a beautiful thing, because it shocks my body, and it wakes me up, dude. It wakes me up. Like, and some people they don't like it. I don't understand it. Like I do understand it actually, but the people that don't like it are the ones that run away from discomfort. Like it wakes me up, dude, and I get a cup of coffee. After that, it's like automatically in a higher frequency. So, uh, well, I appreciate y'all, and thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day. Thank you.